Previously on the Death Saving Bros podcast. And Abe,
I'm dead.
You're actually not. You have a vision. You see before you a man step out from white swirling mist. He leans down, touches you on the brow, and says, "You have much work yet to be done." And you gasp for air. Jet and Prothean are also sitting up. You can actually see the glowing dust in the air that you couldn't see before. And on the walls, pictograms that had previously been invisible to you. So you can see that the pictograms depict a humanoid figure with 5 different faces, and he is being handed stones by a lovely woman. The next scene is the humans summoning demons from the ground. You guys exit the cave. You can see a purplish haze over a ridge, kind of like a beacon.
Yeah, no, I think we should rest before we go check out what this purple haze is.
So let's now revisit Ambionitis, Brixius, and Finrail. You look up and see that there are another 10 thugs that step out from the trees. We're slavers, gentlemen.
I got that coin that you're looking for.
Chaps guy says, "You know what? Why don't we just take your money and sell you?" Wide Shoulders has a mace, so he's just battering against your shield arm.
All right, fine. I go unconscious.
Who looks injured?
You.
Yellow Shirt is going to step up and say, "I got this." Yes, rolls a 14 plus 4, so he is going to drop you. Abraham is the only one then that hears the faint echoes of swords clashing and yelling.
Let's get to Russian.
Prothean is coming up towards you, and you can see there is a group of individuals tying up your friends. They're all going to take off on their horses and away with your friends. Welcome to another episode of the Death Saving Bros podcast. I am your host and Dungeon Master, Paul Camper. With me today, I have Brad Renfro.
Welcome to our show.
Ben Renfro.
I apologize for any unbecoming behavior that I might exhibit tonight.
Eric Nemeth.
I just want everyone to know that I'm not wearing pants right now.
And Brad Richards.
I got a question. What's the difference between a drug dealer and a prostitute?
Ooh, I know this one.
What?
A prostitute can wash her crack and resell it.
Ew.
You're welcome.
Matt Smith is not here with us tonight.
He's busy washing his crack and reselling it.
Still recovering from last night.
Yeah, the boys got together, went out on our own adventure in real life.
And guess what? I died. Just like in the game.
That's pretty fitting.
Of all of us, he was the one to fail his death saving throws.
Oh, I did homework. And of all of us, I was the one actually studying.
You were the smart one who pays attention for once. What?
That's fucked up.
Well, we are here today, ready to record, and Matt will hopefully be with us next time. But he had some last-minute scheduling conflicts and was not able to be with us tonight. We will forge ahead and keep going. Who remembers what happened last time on the Death Saving Bros podcast?
Pass.
Our big bad behemoth brothers and Finrail were captured and overwhelmed by many a men.
And women.
While the rest of the group finally caught up by the end of the episode.
Yep, and as they were loading up on their horses and riding away, you were able to, I think you were able to shoot one.
We also placed a tracking device on the back of the wagon.
There was no wagon, so nice
They
try.
inserted the tracking device in the horse's anus.
Into the back of the horse.
Well, actually, what you were able to do was you were able to track these horses. They were obviously faster than you were, but their path was clear enough. And Abraham was able to follow the tracks using his expertise with mountains to track them down. You got close several times. There was one time where you reached a campfire that they had set up, and it seemed as if the fire had been put out only moments before you had arrived, and you found snapped ropes around a tree, and you found the body of Red Shirt beneath a tree.
That we looted, correct?
Sure, if you want to. Red Shirt just had a mace on him and like 2 copper pieces.
2 months' wages. Mine.
And then after 2 days of tracking, you actually see that the tracks split. And some horses go off one direction while other horses keep continuing forward. And Abe at that point decides that he's going to follow the branching off path just to make sure that they don't lose Finrail and Ambionitis and Brixius. Meanwhile, Jet and Prothean continue on. And after the 3rd day of tracking these dastardly dudes and trying to think of a good W adjective for women.
Whimsical women.
Whimsical women, I don't know.
Wacky.
You were following these thugs.
They are a little bit wacky.
They got a little sugar in them.
That was a little wacky.
You finally come out of the mountains, and you have followed them to a small farm just at the edge of the mountain range. And you are...
What kind of farm?
It is a corn farm. Now, what would you like to do? You are standing above the farm, still in the hills of the lower mountains. And you have witnessed these thugs taking your friends into a farmhouse, and it's a corn farm.
So, I'm totally gonna... I think what we should do here is we should, Mr. Prothean, is get all sneaky through the corn and get up to this farmhouse and do some reconnaissance.
I have another idea.
We're not burning down the farmhouse immediately.
That's only part of my idea. We're gonna sneak into the cornfield, get close to it. You're gonna set fires around outside of the house, and I'm gonna be planted in front of the front door, with all the other doors blocked. Whenever they come out, we just start swinging swords and cutting down everyone. Because they're gonna come out first before letting the prisoners out, obviously. But it does involve burning down the farmhouse.
See, I knew it involved fire. Let's just go see what we're dealing with first. Let's just go up there and see what we're dealing with. And if there's any shadows, I would like to just teleport from shadow to shadow.
All right. Well, you guys start making your way down into the corn so that you can sneak up towards the house. Meanwhile, inside the farmhouse, Ambionitis, Brixius, and Finrail are awake, but they are bound very well because the thugs didn't bind you quite so well on the road, and at one point Brixius broke out of his bonds, climbed a tree, and then dropped in on the thugs when they came over and managed to kill Red Shirt. So, now you are bound and sitting on the floor of the farmhouse while the thugs are sitting around a table eating a breakfast of cornmeal, and they are arguing amongst themselves. The guy wearing the chaps is saying to his companions, "We should cut our losses. This is ridiculous. We've been going for 3 days straight with barely any sleep, and all we get is this stupid cornmeal when we get here. We should just kill them and cut our losses." While Squats, the woman with the very thick thighs, is saying, "No, we have to sell them. That's why we went there. That's why half of us died. And now, guess what? There's more money for the rest of us, okay? We take them to market like we planned. Them and the other 3 prisoners that we've got."
Mind if I chime in and give my opinion, gentlemen?
"And ladies," says Squats. And she comes over and she stands up holding her bowl of cornmeal and says, "And no, you cannot speak after you killed Lloyd. along with all of our other friends.
Hey, everyone. Wouldn't you say this girl has some husky thighs? Get it?
Is it because you're in a cornfield?
Yes, precisely.
Oh, jeez.
Shucks.
I didn't get that one.
He figured it out.
Oh, shucks, he got it.
Hey, brother,
Yes.
what do they use corn oil for?
What is that?
To stop corn from squeaking.
Oh,
I think that joke was amazing.
it's amazing.
Man.
I think it's amazing that our group has been stalking us this whole time, and they will find us in no time.
Congratulations.
Amazing.
Yeah, you wish that was the case. Don't worry. You'll have a new group soon enough.
Hey, Thunder Thighs.
You're going to market tomorrow. And then she...
Hey.
Hey,
Can I talk to the colonel?
Thunder Thighs.
You killed our captain, don't you remember?
Hey, Biggin. Where's Jimmy?
The guy with the chap stands up and says, I'm right here.
Aren't you supposed to be cracking corn and not caring?
Hey, guys. I'm hungry. Can I get a can of corn? Can of corn and I'll be fine.
Can of corn.
Can of corn.
That's all I need.
Squats, tosses the cornmeal in your face and says, there, enjoy. And then she and the others leave the room.
Huh. Well, that was just corny.
Man, that's some great acorn.
Some sweet corn, some cream corn.
The 3 other prisoners that are in the room, you finally get a good look at them now that the people that were sitting at the table have cleared away, because they are on the opposite side of the table, sitting against the wall. There are 2 men and 1 woman, and they look at you, and the smallest of the 2 men, he has a very long nose, and he's got giant bags under his eyes, and he says, Why are you antagonizing them?
Hey, what the hell, guys? You shelled up in there. You left us alone.
They came in, they took our farmhouse, they took our livelihood, and now they're gonna sell us as slaves. Why are you trying to make them angry?
Why are you acting like a big scarecrow? Scared crow?
It's not funny.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's that fucking scarecrow again.
You wanna know what's funny? What's the most mythical vegetable? That's right, a unicorn.
Guys, like, stop antagonizing them, and just, like, if you're that brash and that cocky, then get us out of here.
Hey.
Save us.
That's enough poppin' corn. What's the dad corn called? That's right, popcorn. Get fucked.
The bigger of the 2 men says, I am the pop of this corn. And if you think that you can help us, then you should try and help us. I don't want my son to be sold into slavery.
That's a good point, popcorn.
Listen here, Popcorn. Let us keep doing what we're doing. We know how to get to these people. Unless you have any better ideas. We're just having a little fun with it. We'll get out of here, don't worry.
How are we bound?
You are bound with lots and lots of ropes. Your feet have been tied together, your knees are tied together, your elbows and your wrists are tied together behind your back. So you can move around, but you're almost like mummy wrapped because you broke through your bonds once already. And you're sitting up against the wall. The pop of the corn, the dad, he says,
Papa Corn.
He says, I've got some knives over in the kitchen drawer. And the kitchen drawer is about 20 feet from you.
We don't need the knives. I got a question for you, Popcorn. What is it that makes the Colonel pop?
What?
Heat. And I cast Firebolt. And I burn the ropes off of me.
Yeah, you burn through the ropes.
I would also like to cast Firebolt.
Pop, 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 pop.
You burn through the ropes, and your hands are now free.
All right, I would like to take a look around. Do I see an old bag of popcorn anywhere? And a microwave?
No microwave, but you do see a bag of corn kernels.
I would like to go and start making some popcorn. with firebolt.
Okay. You take some lard out of the jar that you find under the wash basin, and then you put it in a pot and pour in some kernels and start heating it up with firebolt. Meanwhile, Pops is looking at you going, "What are you doing?
Making
Like,
some
let the rest of us out."
making some kettle corn.
You tell the worst joke ever right there. Hey, how do you make popcorn? With fire, breaks himself out and just like walks over and just actually casually starts making the popcorn. Like,
Told you.
it's like then you're gonna after you eat, you're gonna walk back and tie yourself up, and that's how it's done.
That's not what I'm gonna do.
So I go over and actually grab the fucking knives. I cut everybody else free. And then I ask them calmly, if corn oil comes from corn, what does baby oil come from? That's right, minerals. What'd you think I was gonna say?
The girl who you figure is probably the daughter says, "Thank you for letting us out, but you guys are the worst."
How old does this daughter look?
She looks about 10. The son is probably like 15, and then dad looks like he's about 50.
I would just like to point out that this dad was worried about his son being sold into slavery. He didn't give a fuck about his daughter.
About his 10-year-old daughter.
Yeah, fuck it. Can make more. Oh, man.
Of course I'm worried about my daughter too, but
Listen, Papa Corn don't care about you. Only cares about your brother. I'm sorry.
Just like Jimmy. Jimmy's cracking corn, he don't care.
Jimmy's got to grow up a little bit.
they said Jimmy was dead.
Jimmy just stood up a few minutes ago.
Jimmy stood up and said, "I'm Jimmy."
Oh yeah, that's right. Jimmy's Chaps guy. Lloyd is dead.
All right, well,
Can I see all this happening from outside?
No, you cannot.
Alright.
I will. So, Ambionitis just cut him free. And we'll say that.
I threw him a knife. I threw a knife at him. Here, catch.
Here, catch.
Thunk.
Listen, you get one try and one try only. I will throw this popcorn in the air. If you do not catch it in your mouth, I will not free you. But if you catch it, I will cut you free. You get one try.
Hits him right in the cornea.
Hey,
This
yes.
guy gets it.
So, can we do that?
Yeah, who is this?
They're already all cut free, Chief.
Damn it. I was going to one by one line up and just throw one up. Looks like Daddy's not getting out. Let's see about you.
I asked the family while they were tied up, were they frightened at all?
Of course we're frightened.
So, you guys were screamed corn. Get it? Not creamed corn. They were screamed corn. Fuck you, Paul. It was funny.
So you guys are standing there. You've got Brixius and Ambionitis. You now have knives. And just as you finish freeing everybody, the kernels start popping, which makes a very loud tinging sound against the pot. And in comes Jimmy with his chaps and says, "What the?"
So does Jimmy come around the corner?
Yes, he comes around the corner of the building, opens the door, and what the?
And I hear him with my ear.
He says, "All shucks."
And I hear him with my ear.
Of corn.
Oh. Alright, he's dead.
And he calls for backup. All right.
Jimmy's personality seems like a Capricorn to me.
Oh, I was gonna say that one, you son of a...
All right, well, Papa Corn and his children now have knives that they can use to help us fight.
I need everybody to roll initiative.
Hey,
That includes Jet and Prothean.
Oh!
it's a 15 from me.
That's a whopping 6.
6 is for dicks.
7
also
more
dicks. 8 more dicks.
When did I show you that?
You sent that to me like 3 years ago.
I remember
Oh,
Sumner
I'm
like religiously chanting that one day.
I'm just so glad that's still part of everything. I rolled a 21, I think.
Of course it's part of every fucking
22.
day. I watch it often if I can find it again.
Prothean, what'd you get?
14.
Brixius
15.
and Ambionitis.
6.
So we will come back to what's happening inside the farmhouse just as soon as we resolve what's happening outside the farmhouse. So you guys creeped into the corn and you were going all stealth-like, and Jet, you're moving a little bit faster than normal because there are some shadows in the corn stalks. Like each step is actually a step and a half as you go from shadow to shadow.
I am nothing but a breeze.
And as you're drawing close to the farmhouse, you see that the thugs exit through the front door, and they are watering the horses, and you can hear them arguing amongst themselves still. And you can see the guy wearing chaps and the woman with the thick thighs arguing about who's going to be in charge now.
Real quick, how many of them are there?
There are 5 of them.
We could take them.
You have a woman wearing a green shirt, a woman with thick thighs, a man with very broad shoulders, a man wearing chaps, a man wearing a cowboy hat, which you actually recognize as Finrail's hat because it's so big, and then...
That's 5.
That is it, yeah.
Wait, was Finrail not in there with us?
He was. He just didn't say anything.
Oh, what a dick.
You're sitting there for a couple minutes, and after a couple minutes, you see Squats seem to win the argument, and Chaps storms off to go back into the house.
So since we've been tracking these guys for a few days, do we know that this is like the entire group that's here?
You're pretty sure that this is everybody. Clearly, some other people have left to go in an opposite direction, which is where Abe went. But you're pretty sure this is everybody.
Okay, and everybody's outside except for that one dude who walked inside?
Yes, you can count 5 horses out front and the 5 people.
Am I within 60 feet of said house?
You are just outside 60 feet. You're like 70 or 80.
Would the other people see me if I sneak inside the farmhouse?
From the front, yes.
Alright.
Prothean, if you want to wait here, I'm going to go sneak, teleport over there, and just check in the window, see what's going on.
Should I make a distraction and start a fire?
Maybe. If I give you this signal, and I just throw my hands up into some crazy gang sign,
Alright.
then that is go for fire.
I'll burn the cornfield down.
You can make a lot of popcorn that way.
God, that was corny.
The butterfields of popcorn.
And as you guys are discussing this, Chaps walked up to the front, and you hear him go, "What the? Guys, I need help! The prisoners are loose!" And now for everybody, the initiative that I asked for, we are now going to do a skill challenge. So, we're not going to do straight combat. What we are going to do this time is we are going to try and reach your final objective using your skills. So what you're going to do is you're going to describe what you want to try and do, and you're going to choose a relevant skill that you want to use to make that happen. And if you succeed, then you do that action. And if you fail, it will add up to the total group's potential failure. Or if you succeed, it'll add up to the total group's potential success. So what you need to do to succeed in dealing with these thugs is you need to get to 8 successes or 10 failures. One way or the other, that's how you win or lose this challenge. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
And also, to kind of switch it up, you can't use the same skill twice in a row.
Makes sense, sir. Yes, sir. Dungeon Master Paul, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So, we are going to start with Jet. Chaps just called for backup, and you have your first action.
So how does combat work in this skill challenge?
So in the skill challenge, you could still fight people, but what you're going to do is you're going to specifically describe how you're trying to fight them or what you're trying to do, and then you're going to roll a relevant check.
Ah, I see. Okay, so what my first instinct here would be is I know that they all just called for backup, so everyone's attention is going to be towards the house, so they're not quite where the horses are at, right?
They are where the horses are right now. They have not moved. They haven't had a chance to move.
Okay. So
Fire time?
what I am going to do is I'm going to ready myself here. Is there like a second story to the house with like a window? Or even just a second story?
There's like a loft. Yeah, it's a farmhouse, so it's not very big. But yeah, there's a small second story window. Kind of look like one of those skylight sort of window looking things.
Is there a shadow around that area?
The sun is starting to dip in the sky, so yes, there is a shadow next to the building.
Okay, good. So I'm going to have a stealth check here, and I'm just going to roll real quick for a... Do you still add your modifiers?
Yes.
I guess. So I rolled a 21 for my stealth check, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to realize that everyone's going to be funneling in, and the most effective thing I can do is to kind of just make the flow of people a little, like, smaller stream going into there. So I'm going to go up to that second story in the shadow. I'm just going to wait until, the back of the group is going to run inside. And then my goal is, so I'm going to ready myself to jump down on them.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, you well, how far can you teleport? Is it
60 feet?
60 feet? Okay, so you run forward a little bit, then you teleport up under the eaves of the roof.
Yeah, I'm going to lay down in the grass. I'm going to crawl up about 10 feet or so. Nice and slow.
And then I'm just going to be gone from the eaves.
And I'm just gone.
Okay. Yes. You succeed in doing that, and you are now hanging from the eaves, ready to fall on somebody when they start running towards the house. By the way, the check that you need to beat is a 14.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, he's going to crumble like a crouton.
Okay, so you have one success. Brixius, you're up next.
Do I see a pitchfork laying around?
Not inside. There is one out on the porch of the farmhouse.
Is there also
that you can see through the front window?
Loose hay out by that pitchfork on the porch?
Yes.
Is there a way for me to get there this turn to grab the pitchfork so I could go and see Jimmy, make eye contact with him, and then start baling some hay for him?
Yeah, you could launch yourself through the front window.
Just kidding, I'm not gonna bale hay. Why would I do that on my turn? Is there a refrigerator?
No, there. In medieval times they would use a cellar.
Man, that sucks. Is there anything really heavy in the room we are in?
The kitchen table.
I'm sorry. Did you just ask if there was a refrigerator?
Is your refrigerator running? No, because they don't have refrigerators. They don't have electricity. Dumbass.
Paul, I'm going to turn in my character sheet next time I see you. I resign from this podcast because this guy's a fucking idiot.
Alright, so I am essentially just going to... So is he in the door yet?
Yes, he is in the doorway.
Okay.
Throw the child at him.
I would like to pick up the table and kind of push him back out of the door with the table, and then use the table to help barricade the door.
Okay. So what check are you going to roll for that?
I will... Athletics.
All right. That sounds good to me.
That is going to be a failure, my friend.
What'd you roll?
12.
Oh, no. All right. You try to lift the table, but when you go to lift it, you have the knife in one hand, and you lose your grip on the table, and it falls over on its side.
Shouldn't have had that popcorn.
I hate you.
Your hands are all greasy.
I got the butter on my fingers.
I hate you so much.
God damn it. Shouldn't have had that popcorn.
Yeah, hey, crew, you haven't played in years. What can I be quarterback, huh? You're right. Let's see what you got. Hit me. I'm open. Hi.
Prothean, you're up.
How far away is the nearest guy from me?
Nearest guy is 60 feet from you.
Would I be able to run out javelin a longsword or greatsword?
Just throw your sword point first, or just whip it end over end into one of the guys?
Shuck it.
Like a spear him with it. Like a throw-on javelin throw with a greatsword.
Sure. You can go ahead and give that a try. What?
I want to roll in athletics. 19 plus strength, so 23.
That's a success.
Wait, I'm proficient. 25.
Even more of a success. You heft your sword and running forward, you shuck it at, who do you want to aim for?
Diane Finreal's hat.
You bury your sword in the imposter Finrail's back, and he goes down.
Then I draw my other sword.
All right. Then the farmhouse people are going to run behind Brixius and Ambionitis, and Finrail is going to say, "Don't worry, these boys and we'll take care of you."
Nah, Finn's still one of the boys. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, except he didn't do jack shit.
I thought he was going to be all mad about this, but he seems pretty cool.
Oh, don't worry, boys. I'm very mad about this.
You're chill.
Let's deal with this, and then we'll move on.
On to the next hunt.
All the thugs are going to start running. Well, all the thugs had their attention on the farmhouse and are going to start running forward, except for the guy with the broad shoulders, who notices that his buddy just got pierced through the back with a giant sword, and he's going to draw his mace and is going to draw his mace and is going to turn to face Prothean, and he's going to swing on you, Prothean.
Whoa, he threw that.
Yeah, he's about 30 feet away from me, isn't he?
Yeah, he can move 30 feet to engage with you.
Alright.
He misses on the first one. He swings wildly, and you duck under that swing. Then he's going to come back at you, swinging his club with a 16. Does that hit?
16, no. My golem class is 17.
Oh, dang it. Okay, so he's going to swing back, and you're going to raise your arm, and it's going to glance off of your gauntlet. No damage to you. Then the other 3 thugs, Green Shirt, Squats, and Jimmy, are going to run in and attack Ambionitis and Brixius.
Activate my trap card. Do I stop the last one in the doorway with my trap card?
Sure. You can fall on Squats, and you'll tackle her to the ground.
You just hear, "From the top shelf." No, I want to be more quiet than that.
So just green-shirted woman and Jimmy are going to engage, one with Ambionitis and one with Brixius. Green-shirted woman is going to miss both times against Ambionitis, and Brixius is going to manage to dodge both swings from Jimmy as well. They rolled, not a single one rolled a natural number above 10. Ambionitis, you're up.
Table's pretty heavy. I wouldn't try lifting it.
Trying to think here.
Another week, another round of announcements. No podcast partner this week, but if you're interested in becoming a podcast partner, send an email with a quick synopsis of your project and a 30-second promo, if you have one, to deathsavingbros@gmail.com. We'll review your pitch and get back to you. For all of our listeners out there, make sure to recommend the show to your friends if you're enjoying what you're hearing. Your recommendations are the quickest way to grow the podcast. Then, both you and your friends should leave a rating review on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, or Stitcher, or all 3 if you want to. We'll read them all. Speaking of which, we've got another review coming at the end of this episode, so stick around to hear if it's yours. Then head over to redbubble.com for official Death Saving Bros swag. The Death Saving Bros logo design is currently available on shirts, hoodies, mugs, and notebooks, with new designs coming soon. You can find that gear by searching Death Saving Bros on redbubble.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Death Saving Bros for the latest news about the podcast, and follow Life Saving Bros on Instagram for plot hooks, pre-made character sheets, and other tips and tricks to bring your own D&D campaign to life. St. Patrick's Day is coming up this weekend, along with many school and university spring breaks. It's because of this confluence of events, many of us hosts will not be in town and therefore unable to record. So we're sorry to say there will not be an episode next week. That's March 19th. Just wanted to give everyone a heads up on that one. Again, no episode March 19th, but we will be back at it again March 26th. So we'll see you then. Now, without further ado, we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
So, like, this combat thing. So I can hit people, right?
Yeah, you can hit people. You just have to describe exactly what you want to do. And
I can't use the same skill twice.
In a row.
correct. So if you swing with an athletics this time, then you won't be able to do that next time.
Oh, so I can't use it in a row?
Right.
But I can use, like, say I did athletics and then something else and then another one.
Yeah.
Okay. And we deemed athletics as a movement in the air. What's acrobatics?
Acrobatics is like, it's your finesse and your dexterity. So if you were like balanced on a on a beam across a canyon, or if you were trying to jump from stone to stone across a river, you could probably do an acrobatics check.
Or if you get into a breakdancing fight.
I was going to say,
Or that.
based on that description, I don't know why I would have ever picked it to be proficient in, because I do not see myself crossing a canyon by a rope anytime soon. But what you can do right now is you can just say, I do a backflip. Acrobatics. That'd be a success.
Yeah, can I, like, jump off the... Is there a counter near me?
Just do a 360 cartwheel.
There's a sideboard, which is just like a little cabinet that's
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Can I
comes up to about waist height.
run and jump off of that, maneuvering myself in the air, and kick this fucker in the head?
Who, Jimmy?
Yes, the one that cracks corn and doesn't care.
Crack his skull.
Yeah, go ahead and give that a try.
Hit him right in the crop.
Oh, lordy. Is that athletics or acrobatics?
Which would you like it to be?
Preferably athletics.
Go ahead.
Damn. 11.
11? Oh, no. That's a failure. So you try to jump off the sideboard, and you misjudge the distance, and your swing is short, and Jimmy is able to back up out of the way.
No, so you rolled an 8, and then it's strength, so that would be 12 with your
Oh, I
plus
do
4.
add my strength to that?
Yeah, and then with your proficiency, it'd actually be 15,
15.
which is a pass.
Oh, well then, yeah, you kick him square in the face.
So, like, the way this is gonna go down, I'm gonna yell mountaintop when I release my footing from this cabinet thing. I want to backflip and land both feet square on his head. I want to pencil dive onto his face.
Okay, you do your backflip off the sideboard, 2 feet, mountaintop, and you kick him square in the face, pencil diving and taking him down to the ground. But he is not... go ahead and roll damage for me.
And that is, what, 1d4?
It's... Yeah, we'll do 1d4 plus your strength.
Alright. 8.
It's a big boot.
Fucking mountaintop. Man, I really wish it was thunderstorming. We could use some kabooms right about now.
Alright. He is on the ground and he's bleeding from his nose. Finrail is going to take his knife and he's going to say, alright boys, let's see if I can aim a little better this time. And he's going to throw his knife at...
Please don't say Jimmy. Please, for the love of God, don't say Jimmy.
At Jimmy.
God damn it, I'm near him.
He rolled a 7.
Fuck.
So, he does not... Actually, hold on.
Shit.
My next turn, I would like to persuade Finrail to throw better.
Nope, that's... He gets a +3 to his throw, so he rolls a total of 10, which is 1 shy of Jimmy's
You're
armor class.
trash.
Yeah, but is it a success if you hit him through his armor class, or do you still have to roll above this certain number to get a success in this situation?
Well, either way, he failed.
Well, I was just curious on the rules, but
Yeah, that's a good point. He's going to abide by the skill challenge as well. So that's 3 successes and 2 failures for you guys. Jet, you're up again. You just tackled squats from the top shelf.
From the top shelf. So I want to make it very clear. I guess, I don't know if this is going to be my action, but when I landed on top of her, the first thing I want to do is try to
Seduce.
seduce. Try to slip a piece of cheese into her pocket.
Why?
That's for me to know, okay?
Okay, you could do that as your turn.
Like, is that going to be like is that going to be my entire turn, or can that just be like when I fall or at some point in there I want to try to do that?
No, you would have to make a sleight of hand check to do that.
Okay, and since I did the stealth earlier, that was just straight stealth, I can do sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm going to do that. 12.
That's a failure. So you're up to 3 and 3.
I use my inspiration point.
You don't have one of those.
Yes, I do.
You still have one?
I
Yeah.
still have one
do
too.
I don't have one. When do we get inspiration points?
I've never used an inspiration point.
Do I have one?
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead and take one, Prothean. You've got an inspiration point for this fight.
Much better. That one was a 19.
Okay.
So I slipper the cheese.
Okay, so we're up to 4 successes and 2 failures. Brixius, you're up.
Wait, who else failed?
I know I failed once.
I'm sorry. Am I also allowed to do any sort of like movement or whatever to like ready myself for what's probably going to turn into a combat situation?
Yeah, you can get up off of her and
Never.
move back a little bit.
All right, I will.
And to answer you, Beerich, Finrail and Brixius both failed once.
God damn it.
Alright, so what I would like to do is... So is there like a door? Like, other than the front door is what I mean?
Oh, yes, there is a door to your... If you're facing the front of the house to the left, there's one door.
Okay, is there any windows?
There are 2 windows at the front of the house and 2 windows at the back.
Alright, so I would like to cast Expeditious Retreat on myself, and then my next move would be to take off sprinting and dive through the window.
Okay. Do you want to make it an Arcana check?
Yes, that is what I was thinking to do.
And which window are you diving through?
One of the back door windows.
Okay.
The one that has the breakaway glass already installed.
Man, really killing it today.
Not the one with the plexiglass.
I think these farmers are too poor for that.
So we deciphered that an 11 fails, right?
You
Yes.
bounce off the plexiglass.
I run straight head first into the wall. I missed the window on the dive. Yeah, I guess I'll just fail for us again. Really not good at these skill challenges.
But it was an Arcana check, so you actually failed at casting Expeditious Retreat, and you misjudged how fast you could run, and yeah, you just bounce off the wall.
Making a damn fool of myself right now. First, I try to pick up the table and it just slips. And then I try to run and jump out the window and I fucking miss.
Prothean, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna yell, Torm, give me strength. And I'm gonna do a sleight of hands check by doing, taking my sword and basically just looking like I'm gonna hit him with that. But really, I'm putting my hand around to like grab him in the throat and use inflict wounds.
Yeah, I like it. Go
I
ahead.
say that, or you could probably make a religion check because you just yelled to Torm, so.
I had like Torm smite him from. Can I do
Yeah,
that?
his whole turn. His whole turn. Torm, give me strength. Ah, just powers up like Goku.
I mean, I don't think I would let Torm just smite him on the spot, but he might guide your hand if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, I do really. No, I'll go with sleight of hand.
Okay. I'm trying to feint maneuver.
I have 14.
That is a success. Congratulations. You've got 5 successes. You only need 3 more to win out. So you grab him by his throat and go ahead and roll me some damage. Some damage.
4d10.
It's inflict wounds. You know he's just dead.
It's 4d10. I'm using it as level 2. Alright. That is a 4. 6. That went off the table. 10. 3.
4, 6, 10, and 3.
Yeah. 23.
You do some mighty damage, mighty inflicted wounds to shoulders, but he is still alive.
Can I use my second attack to
Nope.
Fuck.
Remember, even if it was regular combat, casting a spell is an action. You can only attack twice if you use the attack action.
Okay.
Then the farmhands are going to open up the door to the bedroom that you can now see as a bedroom once they open the door, and they're going to run in there and hide. And they're going to try and barricade the door. Let's see if they succeed at that.
Bow chicka wow wow.
They fail really bad at that. They rolled a 2.
God, they suck.
Bitches.
So you've got 5 successes and 4 failures thanks to those farmhands. Then the thugs are going to go. Green-shirted woman is going to swing on Brixius. Actually, no. Green-shirted woman is going to try and tackle Brixius to try and wrap him up again with some rope that she has in her hands.
So your NPC characters affect our skill challenge here?
Yes.
Yeah, they're on your side.
Doesn't seem like it with all they're losing.
I need a contested strength check from Brixius.
Let's go. Is it like a saving throw type deal where I add anything?
You would add your strength.
But just
to
my
it.
strength?
Yes.
16.
Okay, you manage to kind of rugby back up as she's tackling you, and you're down low, holding her off as she's trying to tackle you. Then Jimmy is on the floor and is going to try and knee Ambionitis in the crotch.
Fuck you too, then.
To get him off of him. And he rolls a 17 plus 4. 17 plus 2. So he definitely gives you one good knee straight to the crotch there, Ambionitis. And you are going to take 3 damage.
I'd like to laugh. It's always funny when someone gets hit in the balls, regardless of any situation.
And you're going to roll off him as he stands up and looms over you and tries to punch you in the face. This time he does not swing quite as true, and you are able to back away from his swinging arm.
Bitch.
Squats is going to draw a knife and is going to try and knife Jet, and she rolls a 15. Does that hit you?
It does not.
Okay. Then she's going to try and knife you again, this time succeeding with a natural 19. And she's just going to stab you real quick in the leg, dealing 3 damage. Then, Ambionitis, it is your turn. You just got kneed in the balls.
Yeah, I want to find those real quick. Just make sure I still have them.
They're there. They are causing you immense pain.
All right, well.
They feel like they're in your throat, but...
That's where I like them.
You like balls in your throat?
Yes, I do. I want to... Alright, where's Jim Jam at?
He is standing above you.
I want to kick him in the joints.
Okay, remember, you used athletics last time.
I want to...
He's just kicking him. Isn't that strength or something?
No, it's
No,
athletics.
it's a skill challenge, so you got to use your skills.
Can I springboard myself into his nutsack? Acrobatically.
Like kick your feet up and...
Yeah, like, you know how, like, people that think they're hard asses, like, do that thing where they roll back and they shoot themselves, like, they
a
springboard
kip up.
themselves up.
Kip
Yeah,
ups.
kick up, yeah. I want to do that into his ball sack.
And you're going to do that as an acrobatics?
Correct. I want to acrobatically make contact with his yam sack. Acrobatically. Oh, I don't like what that looks like. What is that? Fuck. 11.
Oh, no. You are now at 5 and 5. You're halfway to failing this whole thing.
Or
And only
halfway
3 away from succeeding.
To succeed.
to succeeding.
So you springboard up. I'll allow you to do that, but you don't get his nuts.
Damn.
Then Finrail is going to say, well, boys, I can't seem to throw anything, so I'll throw myself at them.
Slut.
I just got what I said.
Oh, you big, strong men here.
I know what I'm doing in my next turn already.
What do I have to do to get my hat back from you?
Oh, I already killed the guy with the hat.
And did you not go and put on the hat yourself?
No.
I'm disappointed.
No, he just he javelined him, so he hasn't made it there yet.
With a great sword.
The way that Finrail is going to try and do this is he's actually going to try and intimidate them by running at Jimmy, real aggressive, his mustache fluttering as he runs at him. He's gonna go, I'm gonna get you.
You sound like a dumbass.
Lets out the battle cry like the screaming cowboys.
He does sound like a dumbass when he does it because he rolled a 2. So he was not intimidating in the slightest.
These NPCs are gonna fail this for us.
No, it's gonna be me.
And Finrail is going to run at Jimmy, and Jimmy's just going to sidestep and push him over. He's back on the ground. That's 6 failures. It is Jet's turn.
Okay. It's gonna be a ballsy move here, because I'm going to try something that I am not proficient with, nor is my highest skill points here. But I was just stabbed in the leg by this husky lady, and I would imagine that I want to be in. We're in one of those facing each other, just circling around, eyeing each other down. I got my hand back on my quarterstaff, kind of like a police officer, hand on the gun before he draws it. And I just look at it in the eye. I say, well, you definitely seem as though you have been through many battles and are quite experienced.
Oh, you want me to respond? That's right. And you're about to go down.
It is very clear that I probably can't beat you since I'm not nearly as husky as you are, but that's why I always have the element of surprise. And I rolled an animal handling check here because what I did is I pulled out my faithful companion Cheddar the rat and I threw him at her, rolling a 20.
Natural?
No.
Oh.
As an element of surprise, and it will probably distract her. Hopefully the mouse, or the rat, I'm sorry, Cheddar, decides to inflict some damage here while searching for such cheese and or causing such confusion.
Don't call him a mouse. He doesn't like that.
Hey.
Sure. Cheddar is, with that animal handling check, Cheddar lands on her. She goes, ah! And Cheddar starts scurrying over her and goes for the cheese and bites her, giving 1 damage.
I'm going to say my next instinct here, I know it'll probably take a whole turn, but is to follow up with, I am charging her with my quarterstaff drawn.
Is to follow up with taking out a pot that I had in my pocket, putting it over the rat, and then lighting firebolts on the back of it so it burrows into her.
Yeah, you ever seen Game of Thrones? They do that in Game of Thrones. It's messed up.
Yeah, I have.
I really thought that skill you were going with there was like just to like seduce her at first and like persuade her to want you, and then it came out really good. So good job, good on you.
Go ahead. I know that you want this. Murder all your friends for me.
Brixius, you're up.
All right,
You only need 2 more successes.
but we also only need like 3 more failures. So, Brad, in wrestling, when someone tries to shoot a takedown, the other person like tries to avoid it. Is it called sprawls? That's what I thought. That's what I was gonna ask.
It's where, yeah, it's like when they shoot for your leg and you just kind of back the leg up, drop on top of them.
Yeah, I thought it was sprawl. I just want to be sure. So, as I'm sprawling, as she, was it a she or a he coming at me with the rope?
She is coming at you with the rope.
As she's coming at me and I sprawl, I would like to kind of counter and try to take the rope and use it actually against her to tie her up using a sleight of hand check.
Sure, go ahead.
Getting bold here because I'm not proficient in this one. I would not have made a difference. That is a 9.
All right, failure. You try to grab the rope and
Shouldn't have had that popcorn.
it's like when you're trying to kick out legs and you just keep switching legs and it's the same thing with the hands. You're trying to grab and then she switches it to her other hand. You try to grab it from that hand and you're just switching back and forth as you're like trying to grapple with each other. And then
It looks like an intense game of patty cake.
with a mixture of footsie, except with hands, so handsy. No, that's weird.
Patty cake.
Prothean.
Okay, can I use a medicine? Was my hand still on his throat?
Yes.
Can I use a medicine check to rip his throat out?
What in the hell?
No, I'm not gonna allow that one.
Are you saying it's not a medical procedure to remove someone's throat?
You're able to do it.
Fucking
Do
medical.
it. It's possible to rip someone's throat out with your bare hands.
Bare hands, animal handling.
So that's a no on that one.
Go ahead and roll your medicine check.
Survival. We can make it work somehow.
Does a 13 do anything?
No, that's just a little too far under the check.
Are you proficient?
No, I'm not.
So you try to rip out his throat and he backs off and he goes, "The hell are you trying to do? That's messed up."
Why did he turn into Dr. Phil all of a sudden?
He just got throat chopped.
Who paid in your Cheerios?
The farmhands inside are going to try and rally you guys, saying, "Come on, save us. We know you can do it. Help us. You got it." And they are going to roll a persuasion check.
We all throw our knives and weapons at them and are throwing our bodies, and they're all standing there with their knives and weapons like, you guys got this.
And they rolled an 11, so they fail again.
God damn it.
Between me, Finrael, and the common people, we are going to lose it for all of us.
You are one shy of failing this entire thing. You still need 2 more successes. The thugs are going to come after you. The green-shirted woman is going to try a sleight of hand to try and pretend like she's going to grapple you again. But then she's going to let go of her force, hopefully making Brixius fall a little bit forward, and then she's going to sidestep and wrap her arm around your neck, trying to put you in a chokehold.
That's hot.
And so that's a contested strength for you.
Oh, great. 20.
And she rolled a 14. So she does sidestep, and you guys are now separated, but she didn't grab you in a chokehold.
And that's one more success for us.
Nope. Nice try. Then Jimmy is just going to swing his mace this time at Ambionitis. Twice. Well, nope, he rolled a natural 1 the first time. So, Ambionitis, you are going to disarm him.
I cut off his arms?
Not dismember, disarm. So you knock the mace out of his hand.
Damn.
And then Squats is out with Jet, and she is going to try and animal handle herself, and she's going to try and throw the rat away. She rolled a natural 1 as well. She accidentally got herself bit again, so she gets another damage.
Oh, she did not handle herself very well.
In skill challenges like this, do natural 20s or naturals 1s do anything extra or anything?
No.
Okay.
They just wind up doing some really cool shit.
You absolutely know you are one step closer or further away from, or one step closer to victory or defeat, I guess.
All right. Ambionitis, you are up.
I want to do something athletic to hit Jimmy.
Good enough description for me.
I'm just trying to think of what athleticism I want to show.
Frisbee throw some of the plates from the cabinets.
Well, you did just disarm him, so his arm is exposed. You could try breaking it.
Get into the wind-up, and I would like you to throw something really hard at
I
him.
do have a knife
Disarm him.
that I haven't used yet.
Go Randy Johnson on him.
Yeah, can I have just crow hop into a knife throw? How close is he to me? And I should probably figure out if this is going to work or not.
He is, like, right next to you.
That's not going
You
to
should
work.
still pro hop into a knife throw.
A crow hop's going to take a few feet. What am I going to run away, crow hop, mountaintop that bitch at him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Can I move back like 5 feet and crow hop and throw this fucking thing at him? Is that a thing that can happen?
Yes, it can.
Alright, well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to move back and just do crow hop towards him and throw a fucking knife at him. At point blank. As hard as I possibly can. Oh, baby, that's going to do it. Wait, was this mine or yours?
No, you rolled your dice and it hit my dice, and then you just picked up and looked at my dice.
Oh, shit, my bad. Oh, this is mine?
Yeah, but you should probably stick with the roll on my dice. so we don't lose this challenge.
You also have an inspiration point.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that. All right, here we go. I thought that was. I was like, what the fuck happened? I was like, why is this so light now? The 16.
That's a success. So you crow hop and bury this knife in Jimmy's shoulder.
Shoulder.
So roll a 1d4 plus your dexterity.
7. Oh, plus my dexterity, and I'm at 5.
All right, 5 to Jimmy.
Fuck you, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Did we win yet?
Get out of here, James.
You need one more success. So it all comes down to Finrail.
Jimmy.
No.
Oh, god damn it. We're so fucked.
I would like to persuade him to do better.
Finrail is going to try and sweep the leg. He's going to try and sweep Jimmy's leg.
Can he try to sit this one out?
And he rolled a 15. He sweeps Jimmy's leg. Jimmy goes down, and you guys succeed on this skill challenge.
Yes.
I collect cheddar and tell him, good job, and I give him the piece of cheese he has well deserved.
So tell me what you guys would do with each of your people. We'll start with Jet. You've got squats. What would you do with her? Would you let her run away, or would you try and take her down, or what?
Given the situation, basically, I teleported up here, dropped down, big fight inside. I don't know what's going on, so we're just going to prisoner this one, tie her up, put her not to the horse or anything, just to maybe, side of the house, or just, one of the support beams on the house, something.
Okay, so while she's distracted trying to deal with Cheddar, you
bop her on the head, just. Or are we still? Yeah, are we still skill challenging? Am I engaged in a fight here,
nope,
or is it
we're just wrapping it up?
Okay, yeah, because initially I was going to run just into the cornfield, and then so I'm in a shadow, teleport from shadow to around right by her, and just boop her on the top of the head.
Okay, well, you boop her on top of the head, or you bop her on top of the head, and then she goes down, you tie her up.
Then I walk inside and I see everybody else. I go, should call these people a cob. They're not driving home tonight.
Oh my god.
Boo.
Brixius, what are you doing with green-shirted woman?
Said there's a bedroom in here?
Yes.
Why does everyone laugh at that? So, precisely, I'm going to tie her to the bed and set this house on fire.
That's a me thing to do.
Just remember, this farmhouse does belong to those farm hands.
Yeah, but Eminem taught me to tie him to the bed and set this house on fire. So.
Are we sure they own this place? Or do we just love the way they're lying to us?
Yeah.
Boo.
0 for 2. Strike City.
I was gonna kill them all and let God decide.
All right, you tie. Go ahead.
Well, are you going to let me do this?
You're not setting the fucking house on fire.
Okay, I just set the bed on fire, and
No.
I'll buy him a new bed. I would like to. I'm gonna pull a Prothean here. Nah.
You said you're just gonna buy. What are you gonna go to the fucking
The mattress store.
the mattress store and buy
Levin
another
furniture.
fucking bed? Right? Ye old Levin, Leviathan furniture.
I was gonna say Leviathan. I would like to make
Protein move would be taking the headboard and doing a Vlad the Impaler type situation.
Option B. I will string her up like a scarecrow and stick her out in the middle of the field. Nope, too Prothean-like. We'll try again. Option 3. Do I have my weapons or no?
They have confiscated all your stuff, and it's over by the horses.
Well, I guess
You look
then
outside, I'm just ransacking.
I guess
his bag.
essentially the most logical thing I would do is we're in this bit of a scuffle here, and I think I would honestly just go in and knock her out like a fight, and I'd drop her and then end up tying her up and turn to Papa Corn and say, what do you want me to do with this?
I think the best option would be to figure out if there are any other slavers in the area, and then we can turn them into the magistrate in town.
Just sell the slaver into slavery.
Sounds like a lot of work. I will leave her right on the porch and let you take care of that. So I go and I throw her into the loose hay from earlier.
Ambionitis, what are you doing with Jimmy?
Oh, Jim Jam.
He just got his legs swept.
What aren't I doing to Jimmy?
Half of me wants to beat his face in and kill him. The other half, however, still wants to kill him. Kind of a dick. Do you remember if he was one of the ones that, like, backed off of fighting me?
I don't remember.
Just to let you know, if I see you kill Jimmy, I'm probably going to walk outside and pick up that pitchfork and put it through the girl that was on me, because you can't kill your guy and me not kill my guy.
Where is this 10-year-old girl at?
She is poking her head out through the bedroom door.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
Since when don't you kill in front of children?
Didn't you just tie the person to the bed if they're all in?
No, he didn't do
I
it.
am a barbarian, so I do want to maul this guy's face. However, I've been in the city for a little while, and I've come to understand that children don't need to see a 7-foot guy beating this guy's face in until it cracks and caves.
Man, you've changed.
I appreciate his character choice. Let Ambionitis do his thing.
Hey, let his brother talk him into bad decisions.
I want to grab his shirt with my hand, pick him up, pull him up, headbutt him, knock him out, and then tie him up and throw him in the hay, where my brother just put the other one.
All right. And then, Prothean, what are you doing with Shoulders?
Shoulders.
He backed off me when I tried to rip his throat out, right?
Yeah, I thought you were
Alright.
a fucking crazy person.
I tell him to drop the sword and I give him peace.
Peace as in without a throat.
Peace as in
pieces.
the holy symbol is now carved into his skull.
Yeah, he drops his sword and says, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry." Oh no, he was Dr. Phil. I'm sorry.
I knock him on his knees and like execution style put a sword through the back of his neck.
Wow.
I cut out his
Actually, a
Achilles
pretty-
tendon.
Where is the
Painless way to die. It's
where is
quick.
the kid in relation to what Prothean just did?
Prothean is outside, so the kid did not see that.
Yeah, like walk up behind him, like knock him on his knees, like pull his head forward and a sword right through the spine.
Jesus.
There's some windows, I think everyone saw that.
Let's see if the kid saw it.
Did I see it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Ambionitis and Brixius, you definitely saw it because you were tossing the people in the hay, and the kid rolled a natural 20, so she saw all of that.
I cast darkness.
And she screams and faints.
She learned from it.
Damn.
That sounds about right.
Brother, I think it's time we reevaluate why we're still traveling with this man.
I think we need to leave this poor family alone and move on.
He is
Go
one
meet up with
sick,
Abraham.
sick man.
Finrail says, "I think that I'm gonna go grab my hat back, and then I'm gonna go back home, because this whole shit is fucked. 7 ways to Paylor's realm."
Doesn't it make you feel young again?
No. And
Listen.
he walks outside, sweeps his hat off the ground, puts it on his head, and hops up on a horse and says, "All right, boys, I'll be seeing you."
Finn,
And he starts riding off into the mountains.
what a dick.
We almost killed him twice.
I thought he was in this for the long haul.
Oh, we almost killed him twice.
We were having fun. Nobody got hurt that bad.
He calls back, "I got hurt
Got hurt
a lot."
He got hurt a lot. He got knocked out damn near twice.
Yeah, no one's got hurt by anyone in this campaign.
The farm people walk up and Papa Corn says, "I appreciate you gentlemen helping my family out of this. I didn't want my son sold into slavery, but I definitely didn't want my daughter to see the horrors of the world, which,
Would have
thanks
happened.
to your friend,
Well, thanks
she
to her
did."
natural 20, she just saw all of that.
What she just witnessed is worse than anything that she would have saw in slavery.
So
Yes, so I've gathered. So I will. Are you sure that you won't help us take these 2 slavers into the magistrate
I'd
in
like
town?
to pull him
Where-
aside where the kids cannot hear the conversation.
I'll go over and distract the kids.
You're gonna go and start playing Legos with them.
Yep. Now I'm gonna go make sure the fucking daughter's alright. She just fainted. We're just like, fuck her.
I've never really dealt with kids much.
You think I have?
Yeah.
Goddamn barbarian.
You go and you try to like comfort her, and it's just like the most like
Aggressive, like assaulting.
you just start poking her with like a stick. Hey,
Still alive.
here's the thing. If you want, we can take care of them in a much quicker way that doesn't involve any of us really having to go out of our way for these bad people.
It's called murder.
And we will make sure that your children do not see it.
Oh, we'll fall beyond that point.
No, I think that it's best that we follow the law. Our god Helaros would want it that way.
Hello, Rose. Helen Rose.
Helaros,
Who is Helaros? The god of what?
the god of the many faces, the one true god.
Not murdering people. Where's the magistrate?
I'm assuming my character's not going to hear this, or I might go on a crusade.
Protein, I will fucking end you if you go on a crusade right now. I promise you.
Listen, Pops, how long is this whole process with the magistrate? Like, how far away are they?
Well, now that we have horses, we could get back and we could get there and back within a day.
You said you want to stick within the law. Those are someone else's horses. That'd be stealing.
Technically, they're being borrowed.
No,
because the owners
they're
are
now
riding
our
them
property.
back.
They've been confiscated.
After the sheriff already stole one and ran off on it.
Listen. If we are not gonna take them to the magistrate, if you want, we can go bury them in your cornfield, or if you want to handle them, that's your way. This is your land. That's fine.
I will handle them, but please, don't hurt them anymore.
Great. Also, we are famished. And I see you
I've
have
got plenty of corn, and I would be happy to share.
we all have like a big dinner, and then can I take some to go? A full extra backpack full of corn.
Yes, I will give that to all of you.
Alright. Bag of corn.
No, everyone can additionally add to their sheets one full backpack of corn.
And I can carry 200 and some pounds of said corn.
So you guys sit down to a nice meal of corn, and
Cornbread.
the daughter is sitting as far away as she can from Prothean.
Makes sense.
And it's one of those awkward, like, hey, we're trying to make small talk, but it's not really going all that great. And they offer you some blankets to sleep on the floor. And when you wake up, next episode, you will be level 7.
These are some nice folk here.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Death Saving Bros podcast. We'll pick up next week as you guys hit the road again, either to go meet up with Abe or to head into town to see the magistrate, which it sounds like you're not going to do that. Or who knows, you might go out and do something else.
Yeah, we don't need to go see Abe. He's just out of the party
He's
now.
a fucking bitch.
We are going to Trugala.
You're in Trugala.
That's why I don't care if I murder people.
When the hell did we get to Trugala?
Trugala Kingdom is on the exact opposite side of the mountains.
God damn it. Then maybe we're going to the magistrate. We'll fucking take the guys with us.
Maybe the people who own the farm are demons.
Demon.
Maybe.
We'll figure that out next episode.
You mean children of the corn?
Maybe the portal is in the corn maze, and that's where the demons are coming from.
Is the portal amazing?
In the meantime, head over to iTunes, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts. Leave us a 5-star rating and review if you enjoyed what you heard, and share it with a friend. We will be sure to read any reviews that we receive on the air, like this one.
For anyone who enjoys D&D, by D&D Love. Do you love playing Dungeons & Dragons, but just can't get into a game? Listen to these guys. They'll make you feel like you're right at the table. This is awesome. HTQWW.
Who the fuck said that?
D&D Love, did you not hear?
Thank you very much for your review, HTQWW. Or you could hit us up on Twitter at Death Saving Bros and let us know. I am personally at HP Camper.
I'm at Benfro15.
I'm at Ima_B_rad.
And me and Matt Smith are on Old School RuneScape at what the hell's my is it BDizzle918? It's BDizzle918, and Matt is at FATT Smith.
And you can follow me on Twitter at ESNemeth.
You can also follow our D&D supplement account on Instagram at Life Saving Bros. We've got character sheets, we've got some D&D hooks, and we'll have some other future things to help bring your D&D campaign to life. Until next time, those of you that are listening in your cars, in your home, or wherever you may be, keep saving those death throws, and we'll see you on the next one.
You've been amazing.
Oh crap. Need a pencil. I'm sweating profusely. I don't have lead. Too bad Matt's not here to celebrate Matt not being here.
Cutting that.
Wait, what?
You kidding me?
Twice? Well, nope, he rolled a natural
Wait.
one the first time, so
I
he's
thought he was
going...
outside with me.
No,
No,
that's
sorry,
shoulders.
Yeah, sorry, wrong guy.
Shoulders.
My name is Paul Camper. You can follow me on Twitter at Cornelius Camper.
You can follow me at I'm underscore a underscore bitch. Get fucked.
Some of the sounds and background music in this production are copyright material. The songs Heavy Interlude, Le Grand Chase, Malicious, Morgana Rides, Porch Blues, Stormfront, Twisting, and To the Ends are by Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons Attribution License 3.0. The tracks Dreams of War, Fantasy Theme, and Silent Motion are by Orchestralis. The Death Saving Bros theme song is an abridged version of the song Run by Kai Angle and sourced from the Free Music Archive. This track is used with permission under Creative Commons Attribution License 4.0. You can read the full license at creativecommons.org/licenses/by/4.0/legal code.